Thank you guys for tuning in. This is my fourth episode. In this episode, I'll be making chocolate dipped strawberries as well as cupcakes. And these are the treat boxes that I made for Mother's Day. Okay, so at this point, my cake batter has already been made. Cupcakes baked and they're cooling at the moment. Um, while those were cooling, I went ahead and cleaned my strawberries. This was my first time doing the water and vinegar method. From a few, things that I researched, um, I was told to do like 4 cups of water and 1 cup of the vinegar, but I didn't really want my strawberries to be like to absorb, the vinegar flavor. So I just did like 4 cups of water and a fourth cup of vinegar. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but I mean, I cleaned. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I cleaned them like I normally would. I just let them soak a little bit longer. Of course, a lot of the dirt, residue that was rinsed off, and but I didn't really see any bugs. They say it's supposed to release the bugs, but I guess it just depends on the batch of strawberries itself and where they come from and how clean they are before they're shipped. So right here, I'm just making my buttercream. Um, I'm finally starting to realize, I don't know why this never clicked before, but the powdered sugar basically gives the buttercream its structure. So I don't know if I wasn't putting enough, which I think that was the case. The recipe that I was going by, it just wasn't holding it. And also the temperature has a lot to do with it as well. Like they say to let your things get to room temperature, but honestly, if they're room temperature and then you whip after that, it makes them too warm. So um, I just let mine kind of sit out for maybe 15 minutes. I don't let it sit for like 2 hours like they say. And also, using a stand mixer versus a hand mixer will make the buttercream smoother, but I didn't have one of those. The one that I had before, I was borrowing from somebody else. So, like I said, it just makes it smoother and it's more consistent. But I mean, it's still, um, you can still get a smooth buttercream using a hand mixer. Okay, so once I was able to get my buttercream to a nice texture, I went ahead and separated it into 3 different bowls, and I colored them pink, ivory, were the colors that I used. I usually just take a toothpick and dip it inside of the gel, and then transfer that to the buttercream, just because it's not as messy and it's sanitary. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I do for as far as coloring my buttercream. Um, it doesn't take much to get mixed and combined. So usually once I do that, I'll go ahead and put my buttercream into the fridge to stiffen up before I get ready to pipe it out. Because by that time I whipped it enough for sure. Again, the more you whip it, the warmer it'll get, um, and that will cause your buttercream not to be as stiff, or like it'll be kind of runny and fall. Um, so the first set of cupcakes that I iced were not part of the treat boxes. That was a custom order on its own. Um, And then the cupcakes you'll see me ice next were the ones that were included in the treat box. Um, those I just kind of freestyled a little bit, but these ones I had something in mind already as far as what I wanted everything to look like. Um, my icing isn't as white as I want it, but I do need to invest in an actual white um, color as well because it's all white and it's just really dim and it's not as vibrant, and I really don't like the look it gives. Okay, so as I said before, these cupcakes I pretty much just freestyle with them, but I really love the way they came out. I feel like the more, I mean, not the more, but using more than one icing tip or, design to decorate your cupcake is what adds so much, dimension to it and it just gives it a nice look other than just, piping out, a dollop, with a basic tip. Um, I'm starting to get more into that. I'm just trying to be, more diverse with the things that I put out. remember correctly, I had a total of like either 60 or 80 berries to dip total. But out of all of those, I had like four different designs. So the first design was just plain white with luster dust. The second design was white with, pink drizzle. Then I had the chocolate with white drizzle, and then I also had white with a few sprinkles. So you'll see throughout the process what each design looks like, and um, the chocolate that I use is really good compared to when I first started using. Dipping berries is not my specialty, but I do enjoy doing it. So I decided to, try it out for Mother's Day. I had dipped berries before, for my family and, friends and stuff to try, but this was the first time that I actually sold them, within my business, and they came out really well. Honestly, they just stress me out so much. Um, but a lot of it has to do with the brand of chocolate and the quality of it. It makes things so much easier. What I was first using was the Wilton brand. You can go to Michael and just pick up, any color of chocolate, and it'll be the Wilton brand. I don't know if their quality just got worse than what it used to be, but that chocolate is terrible. Um, I'll probably show y'all one of my previous dippings that I just do at home that I practice with. It looks really bad. But yeah, the quality of the chocolate makes a difference. And makes the work easier for you. So I started to box up everything in white boxes, but then I realized I had the brown ones, the craft ones, and I really liked the look that it gave off better than the white ones. So I ended up going with those, and then I also um, used gold and red and black ribbon just to kind of add to it, just so that it wasn't so basic. Um, but yeah, I really liked how everything came out. I'm proud of myself, especially for the strawberries. That is not something that I ever do. Um, so I'm really happy with the way they came out. But of course, thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think about them, if you like them, if you don't. I just love to hear you guys' thoughts. I'll see you in my next video.